should not be charging this much. You're a woman.
Eh? This is a safe space. If you're seeing this, this is a safe space. This is a safe space. Hi guys. We'll find out if it's safe after this my guest, the one that I have for you, the one that you highly requested in the comment section. After she tells me everything that she has to tell me today. Today I have a friend of mine. Everybody is my friend, if we're being honest, right? But so I have a friend of mine, a very beautiful friend, always fighting everybody on the internet. The one that you know is always using yam to shock her door. Ogede, bucket, yam. What have you not used?
What have I not used?
Today we have Hauwa on my set. And I'm so excited because I don't know the direction this video is going to go. But I know that at the end of this video, one of us will leave here. Two of us will leave here happy. Not one of us, two of us will leave here happy.
Obviously, of course.
Okay, say hi to Hauwa. You know how we go. Say, hi guys, my name is Hauwa. If you wanna say, hi Hauwa, nice to meet you. So say hi guys, my name is Hauwa.
Hi guys, my name is Hauwa.
We know.
Is it safe?
It's safe, it's safe.
What am I supposed to say? Is it safe?
Ah, you will.
Okay.
You will see it.
I'm very excited.
Today I brought Hauwa here because, you know how it goes. We've had great people on this show, and I've brought another great person on my show. Because I can. Because I have access to her. I'm sorry to the rest of you.
Who do you not have access to, Osas?
Well,
who do you not have access to?
The people that don't reply my DMs now.
That's it, like, you know someone that has access to them.
They don't reply my DMs.
That's the thing about Osas. You have access. You access the mad. Anything I want to do, like, Osas is the plug. Are you not the plug?
True. But that's not why I brought you here. I brought you here to talk about you. We're not going to, the focus is not on me.
What we want to talk about?
Your beauty.
Oh, that's true. That's giving. Zoom in.
Her beauty. Men may lie, but her face.
My enemies may lie.
Your enemies may lie. Of which you've garnered so many enemies these days.
I know.
You went from Kabiru's Hauwa to being hated.
I didn't see that coming.
I honestly did not see it coming.
I didn't see that coming.
From the day that you revealed your face, you showed your face on the internet, people have been hating. No,
they've been getting ready.
But before we go there, we're going to talk about your life before the reveal.
Mama.
Your name should have been Hauwa Comics, like Shan Comics.
Yes, I used to do that.
I don't know because you used to do comics. And do you know I thought that it was a man cosplaying as a woman because you typed like it was so aggressive.
Yeah, lots of people thought.
So when did your comics life start?
So that started from Cracks TV actually, because I used to work at Cracks and I used to tell them, I used to do content for them, and so that's where it all started. I used to, what's the word? I used to write stories before, but nothing on the internet. I was introduced to the internet with Cracks TV, not introduced to the internet, but as a content creator on the internet. So I used to write for Cracks TV, and I used to write all these funny stories, and people liked them. And then people will come to my page and say, wait, you don't look like the stories you tell. This is the girl that is writing all this stuff. So I was just tired of people doing that. I just removed all my pictures that you people should stop disturbing me. And so that's how I now started writing on Twitter. And that's where the comic thing started from. But I remember that Shank was already doing that on Twitter big time. But I don't know. I just started writing. I was just writing, to be honest. And mine, the reason my own was different from Shank was because Shank was doing it as comics. It was attaching pictures all the time. For me, it was not all the time. I was writing like a play. For me, it was like, you know the way drama is written. That's how I wrote my story. So I think that was the one difference. But that's how it started though.
So, you have major characters in your stories that I want to know if they're inspired by people. First of all, Olorebi.
Very much inspired.
Inspired by somebody?
Very much
Kabiru.
inspired. I don't think Kabir is the spider person. I think Kabir is my fantasy man.
No,
I'm not even joking.
No.
I'm not even joking. You see all those toxic trenches relationships, except the domestic violence. We don't condone.
I don't think you wrote about it. You've never written. If anything, you are the one that is always
exactly.
pulling
So
the rug
like,
under
I
Kabir's
just
legs.
love all those relationships where you guys are so in love, but you're so bad for each other, but you can't leave each other. You're just like, you know what? Let's just. You just look at this person and you just want to kill them, but you're just like, I can't kill you because I love you so much. Ugh. So they spend the night in jail. And then
In jail?
Yeah, they spend the nights in prison.
Please don't spend the night in jail. Please never ever try to spend the night in jail.
Yeah, but it was just... And also, another thing is that I'm so annoyed by romance. Like, you know how you be on Bella Naija and you just see this couple, they're so in love, they're looking at each other. It's just like, what's this rubbish? Please, you know those couples that are always fighting? Yeah, give me that. There's more drama there.
Is this a safe space? Can I confess? I'm annoyed by romance too.
Soul sister!
Because, mine is because the environment, right?
Well,
Nigeria has conditioned me to hate romance. And I'm sorry. Everywhere I look to is tragedy. So it has become a norm for me. Right? And by tragedy, I don't mean that two traders are hitting each other. I mean that chaos in the littlest of places. It's like I'm coming out of my house and I'm seeing somebody blocking the road. Chaos. I hear a generator sound. Chaos. So if I hear a generator sound and somebody on the internet is in love, I'm pissed off.
You know, I was about to say the same thing, that for me it's just hating. I just hate on it.
It's hating.
Yes.
And I realized that it's Nigeria because I'm the biggest viewer of rom-coms.
You know how they say bound to be a lover girl?
So I don't hate Nigerian lovers. I just hate that you can be in love.
Yes,
and Nigeria is in
this condition.
I have friends
How
that
are
are
you
in
falling
love.
in love in this condition?
Like, my friends are in love and I'm always like, if you don't get out of my sight, have you eaten this evening? Off the damn road.
Gosh.
And that contribution to that is literature. I'm sorry, but Nigerian writers are broken.
No. There's something wrong.
From the person that wrote Joys of Motherhood.
No, there's something wrong.
Even Chimamanda, as much as she tries to make her books soft, like do soft living, soft love, with a bit of somehow, somebody is always making me hate love. No. It's so bad that I have a book club. So they recommended Shua. What's the name of that book? Only for the week. They recommended only for the week, but I just finished reading Middle Daughter. I read Ogadima. I read all those troublesome books. They now gave me only for the week. Page 1, page 2, I just hissed. Which foolish love are you playing in my phone? I open a book and I'm looking for tragedy.
They've broken you.
No.
They've broken you.
I need to leave.
Yeah, we need to send her back to the factory.
I actually need to leave.
You need to leave Nigeria.
Do
you know that before it gets out of your system, you probably have broken somebody's head wherever you move to.
No, I won't break anybody's head in Jesus' name. I won't break anybody's head in Jesus' name. Because I see lovers on the beach after that, I'm like, now wow, so you people have beach. Let's even start from there. So you people have beach. And you can enter the beach freely.
Free.
So you don't have to pay to enter the beach. And they are giving you towel to put on your chair.
Oh my God, I'm just really tired of Nigeria, to be honest. I'm just tired of Nigeria. I'm tired of being broke. I'm tired of everything. I'm tired of being a young adult.
Also mentioned that you're tired of looking for a house.
I'm tired of looking for a house.
Looking for.
I'm tired.
Before we started, we were talking about the housing situation in this country. And I kid you not. I feel like I spent the earliest part of my 20s complaining about housing.
I remember on Twitter, you used to,
my first YouTube video was a complaint of house agents. The very first video I shot for YouTube. And I can't believe that 5 years later, I shot in 2019, 5 years later, I'm complaining about the same thing.
Do you know that Nigerian agents will break you down so much that you get to a point, you're just telling them, you know what, it's expensive, but just bring somewhere I can live in. Just bring a place that I can live in. I know that you want to collect all the money I have on me, but they will break you I don't know, maybe they sent them to school, they went to the same academy to train. Both of them, they are useless people together. Sorry.
Nigerian agents are looking for the food that they want to eat today. It's why they will take you to one trench house. Now tell you that it's fine when you put curtain here. I saw one house recently and then there was no window in the kitchen, no window in the toilet, just one window in the sitting room. The person that if somebody lives there, the person is going to die.
There's no window in the kitchen.
No window in the kitchen.
I told
so that means if you are cooking, you're going to suffocate.
I told the tenants in the place that I saw with no window in the kitchen that, sir, how am I going to cook? He said, I'll be going out periodically. I'll come back. He said, really, will you stay there? When it's hot, will you stay there? You will not stay there, you are not a tree now. You move. So you go out for a few minutes, come back inside, continue what you are doing, go out. I said, so I should be taking trips. He said, do you want house or not?
As you should complete 10,000 steps because you are cooking.
I will be, when you fast forward the video, you come back,
Brother, I'm exhausted. Back to Hauwa before the face reveal. So you worked at Cracks TV. Was that your 9 to 5 or you had something else?
It was my 9 to 5 at the time, yes.
At that time, you didn't school in Nigeria with us?
No. No, it's not even, I didn't go to anywhere great.
Anywhere is greater than here. Where do you want to go? In lag? Whoa, you lag. Don't worry. It's good that you didn't school anywhere here. What did you study?
Communications.
Of course. It makes sense.
It does make sense.
It makes sense that I studied communication.
It does make sense.
When I was studying, I studied mass comm too. Everybody was always like, oh, so you're going to be a journalist. Hold. See the way journalists are treated in Nigeria. My journalism professor, sorry to you, sir. Sorry, but no.
Do you know how they are paid?
Oh, they are paid.
Oh.
That aside. So you worked for Cracks, you worked for yourself. I remember that you worked for Grey Finance too. Was that after the reveal or before the reveal?
So I worked for Cracks, I worked for Zikoko, I worked at...
You worked for Zikoko?
Yes, I worked.
You worked for Piggy Vest?
Yeah, I worked at Piggy Vest. Although, Pocket is owned by Piggy Vest. So I was at Pocket, but I
remember the period.
Yeah, so I worked at Pocket.
But how was the experience working in 9 to 5?
So for my last job, I was digital media lead and I hated it. I have to say it, I hated it. So I got my master's in marketing and I worked as digital media lead at Pocket. It was not like it was a bad place to work, but it was just me. I hated the job. I just knew that this was not what I was supposed to be doing. And at that time, I was suffering. I was suffering. I just came back from... I just finished my master's, so I was living, because my parents have a house in Ikorodu, and I had not moved out yet. So I was living in Ikorodu at the time, but my role at Pocket was remote. But there was a lot of December parties that were being sponsored by Pocket at the time. And so we had to be at all these events, because obviously you're working there. And I'm not even a nightlife person. How I found myself in this industry, I don't even know, because I'm not in nightlife. I am not in nightlife. Any of my friends don't even invite me out. You tell me that you want to go out, it's 9 o'clock.
And well?
No, Osas, you can't even say anything, because that Osas is another, she's not a human being. She's another person entirely. Can I say, do they know you're a nightlife person? Like the original nightlife people, you move with them.
Because it's my job.
Someone called me at 9 o'clock, say, what day is it? What do you mean? Do you see the time?
And 9 o'clock is not starting time for party.
Exactly.
It's 12 a.m.
Exactly. They still will not start at that 9 o'clock. You want me to be putting pancake on my face at 9 o'clock?
And so if you start your makeup by 9, by 12, you'll finish. By 12 to 12:30, you wear clothes. By 12:30 to 12:45, you would have done like 15 snaps. Then by 1, you leave the house.
Does that make sense to you?
That's what we do.
Does that make sense to you?
Well,
what? So what time are you now coming home?
4 a.m.
Does anybody, you people know this is wrong, right? You even know there's something wrong
No,
with them,
it's
right?
Lagos.
Then what am I waking up?
8 a.m. now.
So you're surviving on 4 hours.
You pop paracetamol, you'll be fine.
That's why we are not okay in this
Well,
country.
no,
That's why everybody's mad.
Might as well.
Everybody's mad.
Might as well continue being mad.
You know this, and this
But it's not every day
so
for me.
casually.
You know that the person I follow outside, the one I manage, he's
Yes.
outside every day.
No, he's not okay.
Every
I
night,
hope he
rather.
watches this podcast. He's not fine.
Every
The
night.
only thing holding him together is his wife. That's the only thing in his life that is holding him together. If that girl decide that, you know what, let me exit for like 2 days, let me quickly pop. You will not see him again. He will just be shouting up and down the road. He will just be shouting until she comes until he sees that he will calm down.
But it's a lucrative industry.
It's very lucrative, but you have to be mad, and he has exchanged the money for madness.
All the free monies I get in this life is from Nightlife. Like not having to do anything. You can just pass as well. So you're doing a great job. Take, and his bundles of
Cash.
500 naira, big bundles. Like just for not doing. And the bad thing is,
You know what?
when you get that kind of free money, it leaves you fast.
You know what? Now that we think about it, I don't mind.
You don't mind?
I'll do the pancake.
9 o'clock.
It's okay.
Okay, be
It's
there.
just that I might not be awake in the morning. I'll be in the corner.
Oh, the first time I went to the club, I was sleeping.
Look, I'm gonna be in the corner.
I feel it's a rite of passage.
I'm gonna be
Because
having.
the first time I went to the club, it was Escape. Before when Escape was still around, they picked us from Unilag. It was my first encounter. And by 12, I went to one corner upstairs and I was sleeping. There was a video making rounds at that time. I don't know how that video stopped making rounds, and I hope it never comes back. I was sleeping at the corner.
My dear,
I slept 2 more times before I learned to stay awake for night parties.
I'm gonna be sleeping.
But you'll miss out on the money.
That's the problem. I'm going to hire somebody to be going up and down. Hello, how is here?
No, if you go club, you go need to compose yourself. You just compose, sit down. Like the beautiful queen that you are. They will bring it to you.
Really?
You won't go around. Why will you go around?
Because I'm going to be sleeping now. Before I remember I'm composing myself, I go, don't go.
I will put your phone on speaker. But how did we deviate again? How did we deviate again? God, what's going on?
Where did we get? How did we get here?
Guys, sorry.
Yes. Okay. So
Back.
we're talking about the fact that I was at these concerts, and it's not my thing. It's not. So after that December, I remember very clearly. It was December of 2021. I just realized I can't do this. I actually can. And to be fair, it's not like the job is just. It was just during December because they had sponsored this and we had to be there. So it was not like. It continued throughout the year, but I just sat down and I was like, I don't even like this stuff I'm doing. I don't enjoy this thing. I don't enjoy any part of it. If I was a party person or an outside person, I would have enjoyed that December, but I was not, because there were my colleagues that enjoyed it. They loved it, but I did not. And I was just, and at that point, I also started to see that my social media was suffering because I held this 9 to 5. And again, it was not in 9 to 5 because you know how tech is in Nigeria. It's not 9 to 5, not 9 to 5.
9 to 5
5
a.m.
not 9 to 5. They can just text you at like 12 o'clock.
And you know, if I reply that, you will know that I'm online.
No, you don't understand. It's like you just get a text at 12 o'clock and it's something that should be ready for 9 a.m.
12 midnight.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for me, it was just I saw that the brand I was trying to build was suffering because of this, and at that time I was still anonymous. It was not like I was not popping like that. So I just made a hard decision. I was not like I saved any money. I don't have any money. I don't have any savings. I just knew that okay, I have a house. I will stay with my parents. They will feed me. That's all I need. So I decided to quit my job and I started to focus on my brand itself. And at that time, 2021, I was still loved now. They still like me because they don't know my face. And I was broke. Very broke.
That's very telling. It's very telling. Nigerians have this thing where if you're a suffering content creator, they can relate to you. The moment you start making money, they'll start to say you are fake, you've become fake. Case in point, TikTok. I'm a very huge consumer of TikTok videos. So I watch creators that start from the bottom. They'll tell you, oh, follow me to use 200 naira to cook. Everybody comes like, you're so real. Ajay, now you are mirroring my lifestyle. But the moment you move out of that house to a supposedly better space, they're not telling you that since you moved, you've become fake.
You're not relatable again.
Why? Why do you think that having money is something you cannot relate to? I'm sorry you can't relate to it. I apologize. But why do you think that being poor is the way? Why do you think that you only want to relate to poverty creators? Why do rich people not appeal to you? And I feel like it's the same thing that is happening to my fave.
Who?
David.
Oh! But he's always been...
And so obviously, because he has money, everybody feels like, oh, his success is attached to him.
Yes, it's attached to him. But that's so stupid because we all see how hard he works.
And they don't want to admit that he's working. They're just like, oh, because he has.
Even the people
and let me tell you, if my parents at the time decided that they wanted to find a way, if they had even taken me out, and I had that privilege, I had that head start, I would never even come and do any poverty this thing. I'm not going to lie.
Do you remember this video that was making rounds about one girl that was talking about how soft her life is, and she was talking about they were asking her how much she pays in rent, and she was like she doesn't know, her daddy pays.
Yes, that very beautiful girl.
That is me if my mommy was Shade Okoya.
And Shade, my queen.
Yeah.
My queen.
Yeah, Shade Okoya. If my mommy was Shade.
If my mom was Shade Okoya,
love you so
I
much.
would sing more than. Babies.
I no go they do anything. Say I go
that's
just
what I'll be singing.
I go just they do different things.
I'm happy for you, Nepo babies, I'm happy for people like
I
mad.
love it for you people.
I don't like poverty and everything.
People start dragging Nepo babies. The only ones that I sort of am fine with their dragging is politician children. Yeah. But let them just there's nothing. Just let them just collect the dragging and go to Spain.
That's what they are doing,
Just collect dragging and fly to Spain.
I've not seen. Well, maybe just one, but I've not seen politician children come to exchange all these thoughts on Twitter.
No, what are they exchanging? Why should they exchange with you? Who are you?
Guys, my poverty that is making me fight on Twitter.
It's actually your poverty.
I'm stopping. Can't stoop down to your level anymore, okay?
Oh, you? When we go and break, she's going to drag somebody.
I will not drag anybody. I've changed. I've not fought in the past 2 weeks. I've been trying to pace myself that, soft girl leaving. Oh shit, I dragged somebody yesterday. I'll start from tomorrow.
People that will say the one of being sober.
No.
Then they'll not come and quote you.
I'm never drinking again. All of us on Twitter, even this Shua that you're looking at like this, alcohol mistress. She will come and say that she's never drinking again. And
Mama!
Mrs. Kabiru. We've established that you like boost relationships.
I do.
You are not even lying, no?
I'm not even lying. Like when I see couples on Bella Niger, they are shot so beautifully. The girl is sitting on his lap.
Do you people know
looking
that?
at each other.
Do you people know that this Hauwa that you're looking at like this? She don't let her mislead you.
I'm not misleading you.
Because it's you that will be smitten by love now. When they post you on Bella Niger, that will be seeing your eyes.
I'm not misleading you. I'm not even misleading you.
Please, whoever proposes to Hauwa, please get a good videographer for me. Please. We need to see. Don't do it in there. Don't throw the ring at her. Don't Veg.
That's what I bring to the table.
Veg. That's all though. Your husband's going to be lucky.
It's so lucky.
Odindi veg.
No. You know what? Let's not even.
Do you think I should keep talking to you? Because Veg is not snapping me. It's snapping you. Should I? Are you giving me permission?
To what?
To keep talking to you.
To keep talking to me?
Yeah.
Let me ask my PA. She'll get back to you. You know what? Cut. Let me leave.
Leave.
Nobody in this studio. Have you been shot by Veg? No? Of course not. Continue your work. You? He shot you before? No?
The audience, Uncle. You want
you people in the audience? No, you can never be shot by you people. No. Have you been shot? You see. How many yes? How many no? All of the dog right here. No. Do you even know who he is?
Oh,
you know who he is.
We'll be there.
You know
but we'll be there. Now, Hauwa, before, am I pronouncing your name right? I feel like I just keep shouting Hauwa. I feel like I have 10 pronunciations. Hauwa, Hauwa, Hauwa.
The first one is correct.
Hauwa.
Yes.
I got it before you guys. Sorry. I'm sorry I'm shading you guys a lot. It's just something I do. Don't be angry. If you're going to be here for long, you're going to get used to it. What prompted the face reveal?
Poverty. I'm not even joking. No. I'm not joking. So, I'd been anonymous at that time I started officially creating content in 2017. I did a face reveal in 2022. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I'd been creating content for 6 years, and I had not. You can tell my growth after. You can see the growth
like mad.
after I did a face reveal.
Like mad.
So at that point when I was anonymous, I had core followers. I had people that loved me a lot, and I think that's what helped me on Twitter recently, because I was not showing my face. I was able to. People didn't know who I was, so they could relate. It's almost like you're telling a stranger your secrets. Don't know who like if you go out next day, if you see me, you not know that it's me that you told anything. So people were close to me. My community was really strong at the time when I was anonymous. But I just realized that I was not making any money. And it's not like I was creating content to make money. I was just creating content because I truly loved creating content. But at the time where I quit my job, which was I think March 2021, I realized that I decided that I want to take my brand seriously, but I need money to be able to do things for this brand. I need a source of income, and this is the only thing that I have at the time, because I had already quit my job and I didn't have a lot of savings. So, fun fact, before I quit my job, the person I was dating at the time told me, because he was the one that kept pushing me to quit my job, so he was like, okay, I'll pay you what Pocket is paying you until, like, I'll just pay you for the rest of the year until you get back on your feet. That's the boy not give me any money. Let's just get that clear.
He didn't give you one money.
He don't give me one money. He deceived me to quitting my job.
Man.
Men are mad. Men are mad. But I still have love for him because
I don't.
I needed a reason to leave that job.
I hate you.
I needed a reason to leave that job. If I didn't, and I'm very financially insecure, so I can be broke, but I don't like to beg people for money. So I need to be able to hold my own. I need to be able to stand on my own. So that was really, really important to me at the time. So the person convinced me to, leave my job and everything. But I realized that a lot of Nigerians don't know what to do with an anonymous creator. A lot of Nigerian brands don't know what to do with an anonymous creator. And I'm not saying that they can't work with anonymous brands, because a lot of brands worked with me while I was anonymous, but I'll pitch to a lot of brands and they'll just be like, but we don't know who you are, we can't see your face, so sorry, we can't work with you. We can't work with someone whose face we have not seen. So it was almost like that was the stumbling block, and I just needed to move past it. But all I know how to do is tell stories, narrate stories. I can't do skits. I can't shoot. I can't do skits. I respect skit makers a lot, but that's just not where my creativity shines. My creativity shines when I'm writing or I'm narrating a story. And so when I finally stopped being anonymous and I revealed my face, I started thinking, what am I going to do? Because you can't just reveal your face and
go back.
What are you doing? Why didn't I show your face? Go back inside. So I started thinking of what I could do, like what video content I could do that people relate to. I am only funny when I write. I don't think that I am that funny. And fun fact, a lot of the skits that you people laugh to, I wrote, because I used to write for Instagram.
Word?
skit makers, yes. I used to write for Instagram skit makers. I've written for a lot of them. But a lot of these skit makers are mad. Because I remember one useless skit maker came to me and said, I'll give you 5,000 to write a script for me.
Are we twins? One, I'll use his initials, J.A. He was a very big filmmaker at that time. So when I was Osas Stories, he found my story and said he wanted me to turn it into a script. So at that time, I didn't know how to write scripts for plays. I just knew how to write stories, prose. So he wanted me to turn it into a play. So he said he wanted to have a meeting with me. Then he invited me to Ikeja. When I was 17 or 18, I can't even remember. I was really young. So I told my popsy that somebody has taken interest in my script too. Very short film. I went to Ikeja and when I entered the place, I was genuinely scared. It's something I should not have gone without an adult. It was a very dangerous move for me, and I admit it. Right? This one was blowing cider in my face, saying a lot of nonsense. Ask about me. I can change your life. People that I've worked with. He was calling names. And good thing is, from a very young age, I've learned to not be fascinated by things that are not happening to me. So if you're calling names, good for you. Right? So I was just, in my head, I was like, oh, so what do you want to do for me now? Yes, now because all these things you are telling me, it doesn't hold water.
Exactly.
It does not. So it's going to say, oh, that you're going to tell me what to download to be able to turn my prose into a script. And then he goes that he's going to buy the script off me for 5,000 naira. No rights, no credits, just my script. I was like, I'm confused. I'm very scornful. If I see my thing, if you put my film up there, and I don't see my name.
Osas, I think we're twins.
I'm going to shout.
We're twins.
Yes.
I sued someone because of this stuff.
And I won't take it. So you said I was going to sign a contract. I don't know if I'm going to sign it. If I sign, I'll use another name to sign. So it's going to be null and void. Unless you want to do video, that I'm signing the contract. And I'll cry in the video there. I'm signing another duress. So I went back and I told my popsy that this person was offering me 5K. And I was like, it's better you tear the script.
Are you mad?
5K.
5,000, are you mad?
And I'm so glad that I was not hungry enough to collect 5, that money. I mean, I was hungry, but I still had pride. I'm glad I didn't collect it, because if in 2024 I come across that thing,
5,000, I go crazy.
And I remember that I collected 5K for it,
I go crazy.
I'll beat myself
No,
up.
I'll actually run mad.
5K.
I'll actually run mad.
What? And then 5 for who? Even what would 5K have done for you at that point?
Look, there are a lot of big people that, and this is really, like, it annoys me and it's really sad, and that's why whatever it is I do now, I always try not to be greedy. It's fine if you can't afford a creator. It's fine if you can't afford a creative, sorry. But don't take advantage of them because they're just growing. Don't take advantage of them because they don't know any better. People have taken advantage of me. They've seen that I can write, I can tell stories, and they've tried to, like, you know how sad it is that you also came from ground up, and you're looking at someone that is on the ground, and all you just want to do is push them down and press them down. So the same thing happened to me too. Someone came to me, oh, write a script, blah, blah, blah. Next thing, I'm seeing this thing is short.
YouTube short.
No, it's short.
Oh, he shot it.
He shot it. He gave it to someone and they shot it. And so I came out and I came to cry on Twitter because I was just like, okay, this is wrong, blah, blah. I didn't attach the person's name and all of that because obviously I can't, I didn't. Also, I'm not looking for clout. I'm not looking for trouble. I'm just really sad that you took advantage of me. And I love women. Shout out to women. Shout out to women. Women are amazing people. So many people came into my DMs, but it was a lawyer on Twitter, a woman. She reached out to me and she was like, we're going to take these people, like, we're going to take your stuff back from them. Not only are they going to take that offline, they're also going to pay you for that. And so they ended up paying me and taking it down. And so it just annoys me that if I want someone to write for me now, what I'll ask them is, what are you charging? Okay, if you tell me you're charging 1 million, okay, I don't have 1 million. I have
How
5K.
much I have?
I have 5K. I can't take 5K. You leave. Not that I'll be telling you. And also, you can't even say 5K because how can you yourself, you not collect 5K? How can you offer somebody 5K? Are you mad? In fact, scratch that. Someone tells you 1 million. You come and say you have 5,000 and you want to hire somebody. Have you eaten?
Is that how your mom taught you how to
Is that how your mommy taught you?
When your mom taught you, your mom will say that you first divide it into half. Then you now start adding small. So which one is that you are cutting it by? You are dividing by 4 and giving the person one quarter.
So
for what?
There was a lot of that was, but at the same time, I can say that some of them are mad, but there are also some of them that are very stand-up people. It's usually the extremes for me. There's also a skit maker that paid me more than what I was asking for, gave me my worth. At the time, I was not asking for so much, but he knew enough to say, you're not worth this, you're worth more. And he gave me that more. And, you know, so I can sit here and say, oh, I've met very terrible people, but I've also met very good people in this same industry. And, you know, he gave me, so I used to write for, because people used to see that I would just write, and they knew that I was capable of writing for them. And so, yeah, I wrote for a number of skit makers until I wanted to start showing my face, but I knew that I could not act a skit. I can write it, but I just know that I can't act the skit. It will be funny if you see another person acting, but if you see me acting, you just be like, come on, get out. There are a lot of people that are terrible people, but also in the same industry, there are a lot of people that are really good people, and I've met those really good people. So, you know, I always try to give people benefit of the doubt, but it's just that if you are foolish, you are foolish.
You did, body. Did you make your first million from writing or from videos?
I made my first million from... let me see. Okay, like million at once.
Yeah, at once.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was from videos.
From videos. So you made your first million in 2022?
No. I made my first million from writing. I was writing a script.
One script?
No, so it was... They paid me in foreign currency. So it was... Not like it's this thing. I'll be $50 now. I don't know. But yeah, so we was a team of writers. We had to write, I think 8 episodes. We each had 2 episodes. So they paid me for 2 episodes. So was a proper thing. So yeah, that's where I made my first.
I just want to tell people that we cannot all be cannot all make videos.
No.
Writing pays.
Writing pays.
People do not know.
Writing pays.
Because I grew up on being paid. See, one thing I never accepted in my life was being paid per word. You cannot tell me that nonsense. What do you mean 5 naira per word?
I can't even relate.
It's something that I'd never ever. If you come to me, I have a standard rate card. If you tell me that, oh, you charge, that's why there are some platforms that writers worked on that I never worked on, because when I see that you're getting paid per word, it pisses me off. I get paid by how intense that thing you want me to write is, and how my mental state at that time. So I think my first 100K, I published a book in 2014, and I made insane money from it. In 2014, yes, in 2014, I made enough money to pay my school fees, pay my brother's school fees, pay my year 1 school fees, and still save.
How much did you make?
I can't even remember. But I know that I made enough money.
It's so crazy because things were okay back
then. Things
were
crazy cheap. I think the book was for like 1K. Do you know how many copies I had to sell to be able to make that kind of money? I went to EcoBank with the reason I'm like,
EcoBank say, madam, don't come.
EcoBank. If I enter EcoBank in Ogudu today, I have people that want to hide because I'm coming to cause trouble. So I made mad. So that was when I knew that there's money in writing.
There's money in writing.
I didn't spend so much to print this thing. I was going from publishing house to publishing house for them to take me. They said no, that they can't take me. Bye-bye. We had a printer at home. I printed these things myself. Somebody did the art cover for me. We went to go and print it in that ITASS shop in number 5. And we took everything together. It wasn't a stand-up book. Like, if you see the book, you won't think that, But it sold, and it sold because, it was very impressive that somebody from my area was doing that kind of thing. So I made money from it. I realized, nobody could pay me less.
Yeah, writing is.
Because I've been feeding myself and feeding people from that age. As soon as I made that money, my parents look at me like, madam, you're a woman now. You're a woman now. So I've been responsible from that age. So I know that if you're going to price me, you have to consider that I'm feeding people. And I'm feeding myself. And I'm not cheap.
Not even that you're feeding people. That's what you're worth. That's what you're asking for. I've had
people tell me that, I charge too much. I'm at the stage in my life where if you tell me that I charge too much, I'm going to exchange words with you. I'm not going to be professional. I will exchange words with you.
There was literally one person that called me when I sent, it was like, oh, okay, how much are you going to charge for this? And I sent it to him and he called me and it's like, you should not be charging this much. You're a woman. A man will give you money.
Oh yeah, that narrative sticks. They're always trying to make it stick.
Yeah, so it's like, you're a woman. You should not even be asking for this kind of money because a man will still give you money. So why are you asking for this kind of money? I was so confused. How do you know a man is giving me money?
And to you people that
are you giving anybody money?
And people that say that women have it easy, that they just have to bend over to make money.
You to bend over. Don't you have an opening there?
That's
not why I put it there.
Your G-spot is cuckoo there. Bend over.
Bend over.
Since you think that you have to bend over to make money, bend now.
Bend now. You know if you bend.
They use their mouth to make. Use your mouth. But your women are not the only one. Did they teach you from house?
My dear.
Was it your curriculum?
My dear, don't you? And they'll be like, I know these men that are giving you. You know them.
Ask them now. You don't want to make money. You're even an idiot.
You even make more.
Since you're a man.
Since you're a man.
Your type is rare. Rare gem. Bend.
Rubbish. Nonsense. Do you know the meme I hate the most? It's this meme. Every time a new iPhone drops, how do you want to pay?
Oh, that video of that cartoon of that girl in front, that picture of that girl in front of the AC bending over. They always recycle that picture.
Every time a new iPhone drops.
Let me tell you, the joke was dead when you started it. It is dead now. No. Every time they drag you, when they drag, I'm always tempted to. I don't like fights, but I know how much influencers are charging. Because, I moved from the influencer side of things to the business side of things. So I'm always...
So you're always with rate cards?
I'm always with rate cards. I'm always seeing rate cards. And I see some rate cards, I'm like, blood of Jesus. The influencer marketing industry right now, and with the fact that the marketing industry, that industry is not as popular as it's supposed to be, there's blood money there.
There's blood money.
There's blood money. People are asking. Influencers are ruthless.
I'm seeing people's rate cards. I'm seeing.
You will hear. I'm not even going to name names, but there are people that are charging, and there are a lot of people that you've accused of, doing other things apart from content creation. I kid you not.
It's content.
Brands are paying, and that good thing is there are people that are in this. People in agencies, people in places that are speaking for you. They will just call your name in rooms that you never expect to be called. I've been to some places and I'm greeting and I'm like, good afternoon, ma. My name is Osas. And I know you. First of all, I will take a minute to go and blush somewhere, then I will come back. Because you know me. I've never met you before, but because somebody took it upon themselves to mention my name.
Referred, yes.
And it's so beautiful to see. If Nigeria wasn't so bad, you will see it. If we're not fighting to eat, you would see the effect.
Nigerians are actually really good people. No, we are bad people. But I think it's the problem with... No, I'm not even joking. No. It's the problem with... I feel like each generation, we get worse. Because I remember when I was in secondary school, my parents were living in Ikorodu. Anybody that knows Ikorodu, you know that, first of all, I schooled in Yaba. So it's 2 buses. First, you take a bus from Yaba to K2 or mile 12. Then from K2 or mile 12, you take a bus to Ikorodu. K2 to Ikorodu is a far distance. and around that place, bush, it's not developed. And at that time when I was in secondary school, it was not developed at all. I lost my transport fare. By the time I got to K2, I realized that they had taken my transport fare from my pocket. So I didn't have any, and I didn't have a phone. There was nothing I could do. I walked from K2 to Ikorodu. I'm not even joking. And, you know, it was like, nobody kidnapped me. It's just a random ass young girl just walking. And I just, until today, my father does not believe that story because it's just like, you could not have walked and not fainted.
Hey, Hauwa, the kidnapping is not the issue. What do you walk from K2 to Ikorodu?
I did. I walked, when I got to Agric, because our house was inside Agric. When I got to Agric, I was so dehydrated and I was so tired. Someone gave me roasted plantain and groundnuts.
No water.
No, because the thing is that every time I'm coming back from school, every time I drop at that bus stop, I always buy bully from that woman, bully and groundnuts. So she knew me and she saw how tired I was. She was like, what happened? I was like, I was walking from K2. She was like, it's a lie. How? Blah, blah, blah. She now gave me free. And so that's why I say Nigerians are good people, but it's just that we have become bad over time. We have just, I don't even know. You can't even say Nigerians are good people outside because the minute you say it, the next minute like this, they are disgracing you.
Like vouching for Nigerian men.
Yeah, exactly. Once you say my
vouch
man,
for a Nigerian man,
man,
he shows himself, off and shows out.
It's just
when you
like
trekked
that.
from K2 to Ikorodu,
I'm not even
the
joking.
most I've done was Ojota to Maryland because I didn't want to I didn't want to pay transport fare. I don't want to use my money to eat during break. But why didn't you beg anybody to lap you?
So the thing is, again, people kept, like, a truck, I remember very clearly, a truck filled with men stopped and they were like, hopping.
Eh?
I say, hop where?
No way, I'll check.
But I also know that they probably did not have any ill intention because if they did, they could have just jumped down and carried me inside the bush. But when they said hopping, I started running. I don't know why. I was such a stupid child because can I outrun a truck?
Well, did you find out that day? You fucked around and you found out.
Because they just zoomed. They were like, you know when you're trying to help somebody, like, I beg.
Hey, no, but I mean, your survival
Jerusalem.
instincts, it was good that you ran.
Yes.
Because if anything else had happened, there's no telling where Hauwa would be.
Exactly. So, but I didn't know why I got into this story. I just feel like
no, we did debate that. I feel like there's a name for this thing that we do. Every time I deviate,
not even one of us is helping.
No, yes. Why are we deviating?
Why enabling us?
Back.
Okay, back.
Backtrack. Cyberbullying.
Right.
You faced a whole lot of that since you came out.
Right.
Since you dropped your picture.
Yes.
When you dropped your, I feel like I was one of the excited ones when you dropped your picture because I was like, oh my god, finally. Because I was always vying for you. I was waiting for you to always drop. Even Ife of Dang, I was waiting for her to show her face because I don't, as anonymous as like to be, I want to see who the person behind the brand is. So when you dropped your pictures, I remember the pictures because that suit and so brown suit. Or the setting was brown, but there was a hint of brown in that picture, and I saw it and I was like, finally, and then I entered Twitter. I'm like, calm down, everybody, wait. I was like, how were you taking it? You put your face out. The girlies they were eating it up. Everybody was eating, and then people from 36 million timelines away. They come and say, hey, all of a sudden, you were no longer funny.
Yes.
It was irritating to me, but I thought that was the worst it could get.
Oh, I also thought that was
I thought that was the worst it could get.
I thought that was the worst.
Until recently, this year now, I can count how many times people have. I can't even count how many times people have bashed you.
Yeah.
I can't how many tweets I've quoted to be like, oh, well, this girl is making money. But it's not enough.
It's not enough
to say that because I feel it's a mental thing, right? If I'm making money and my work is not being appreciated, I might feel bad about myself.
Yes, exactly. Right? It's not about the money because that's not why you started. Yes.
But I feel, are you handling it well enough? Are you handling it as good as I think you are?
So the thing is that when the whole cyberbullying started, I was not prepared. especially this last one, I was not prepared, and people kept saying, oh, but we bully all these other people, we bully men, you people don't come out, and then we bully women, and then you people come out, and blah blah blah. But for me, it's not about the gender. It's not my business. It's about when you there's so much hate, you can almost touch it. Like I literally was someone was showing me someone's timeline, and this person had talked about me like 30 times in the space of 1 hour. Like, when someone is just coming back and, the person is going in and in, you can just feel the person's spit coming out of the person's mouth, the person just typing.
Fire is coming out of your head.
And I was just very... It's interesting to me, because how can you have this much hate for someone that you don't know? So what now happens with someone that you know, and someone that you can touch, and someone that you can reach? How do you deal with that amount of hate? How do you let it? Do you let it out? Do you let it out on the person? Do you physically harm the person? Because it was so bad. And also, I didn't know where the whole thing just started from. It was just like, someone was just like, oh, we're going to drag Hauwa today, and everybody just piled. And I started seeing stuff like, oh, she's doing drugs, she's doing ice. I didn't even know what ice was until I asked my friend. My friend was like, it's crack. She's doing ice, she's doing crack. I don't even drink. I go out and I tell people, oh no.
That I know, because all the brands that have sent you alcohol.
Exactly.
I see the alcohol in your kitchen.
And so, a lot of people were coming for my looks, for my body. Some compared me to a corpse. I think it was that corpse one that was just like, okay, this is more than, it's not content anymore. It's more. It's like a lot of people have this hate for you, and I know that it's actually impossible. First of all, you can't appeal to everyone. If someone says you're not funny, it doesn't mean they hate you. They genuinely don't find you funny, and that's fine. Actually, there are a lot of content creators that people laugh at, and I just don't get. And it doesn't make me a bad person. I simply don't get it. But it goes further when you now start attacking the person as a person, and you now start spinning lies about the person. So if you type in Twitter Hauwa Ice, you see that people are accusing me of doing drugs. Someone compared me to people, drug addicts and all of that. And so for me, it was just like, okay, I need to take a break. And people keep saying, oh no, you can't let them win, It's not about them winning, it's about you. It's about your mental health. You'll be fighting people that have nothing to lose.
They have nothing.
They have nothing to lose. There was a particular boy that was dragging me, and and it's very funny because this person was like, oh, she's not relatable, blah blah blah. But all the insults that he was giving me, he had to go to my page to crop out a meme to use it to back up the insult. So I'm relatable. If you look at it. If we look at it properly, you are using my meme to insult me, which means that, I'm, to an extent, I'm relatable. My content is useful in that sense because you are using it. But not even that. I now noticed that it was the blue tick. I just saw that, oh, right, this person has a blue tick. And it doesn't matter whether people are bashing you or people are praising you or they are agreeing with you. As long as you're getting that interaction, the dollar is coming in. And right now, it was $1 is how much?
1,720.
No, go drag.
1,720.
Go drag now.
Why don't pay Nigerians enough for these things?
Well, but your version of enough, because you've seen money. You can't compare your enough.
Who's seen money? I didn't.
Osas has seen money.
I didn't see it.
Osas, yeah. Look at Osas.
Hey.
Look at it properly. To do chick, ching.
Hey.
But what I'm trying to say is that you're not hungry.
Yeah.
You're not hungry. Osas is not hungry.
Ronu, hope you know. I'll be fine.
So the kind of money that someone is willing to do stuff for is not, you're not willing to do that for that amount of money. So I just removed myself from all of that because I was just like, it's not worth it. The more you keep exchanging words with people, the more that they go in on you. And to an extent you can't win because at that point it's you against like 5,000 people. So how are you going? So I just decided that it's not, and that's where I stepped away because I realized it's not about my work anymore. It's not the content anymore. If you say I'm not funny, that's okay, because I'm not a comedian. I'm not a skit maker. I'm just a girl. I'm just a storyteller that infuses humor in her stories, and it's not rolling on the floor laughter. It's life.
every day. It's an everyday thing. So I don't see why they've called you a skit maker. She's not a skit maker.
I don't do skits.
She doesn't do skits. We have skit makers. We have people that identify as skit makers. She creates content that people can relate to. And Instagram used to be worse than Twitter.
Really?
Instagram used to be worse than Twitter.
Instagram,
people used to say the truth on, like they would clear you.
I never.
But I don't know. It's probably something that has to do with the hunger. To be honest, I think that people are hungrier these days, and to distract themselves from their hunger. Because Gary is now expensive.
Gary is expensive.
I'm not going to lie to you. Sugar is expensive. Gary is expensive. 15 euro granite is like 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I would, if I had to live like that, I would be frustrated too. In fact, I'm not even living like that, and I'm frustrated. So I can't imagine you that are living like that.
No, and it's not even. And also another thing is that you want me to make someone that has not eaten laugh in this economy. Am I making myself laugh if we look at it properly?
I mean, look at your president and laugh.
If we look,
it's not funny. No, why in this together?
Waiting for us outside.
No, why in it together?
I'll push on the men.
Some more than the others, right?
We're actually all in.
We're in this together, but you don't see us taking out our frustrations on other people. Everybody's trying their best. Everybody's trying their best. She found a way out. She left 9 to 5 and she started content creation. Usually, you feel like you want to leave. I'm not advising you to leave 9 to 5.
No, but you know that's the hustle now. The drag is the hustle.
That's why I keep saying that. The
drag is the hustle.
The more they do it, Nigerian media feeds on who is popping now. And if you keep making her pop, she's going to keep eating. So maybe everybody's going. If something happens now, they'll say be kind.
They'll say be kind.
Be kind.
Was that not how they dragged that guy that had cancer?
That child with postmortem.
Yes. They said he's lean, he's in drugs, blah blah blah.
They are doing it to Ariana Grande now.
Yes.
So it's like, and you have to use madness to fight madness. But there's only so. Is it when I'm busy shooting instances I want to go and fight him?
Do you know that? Exactly. People were like, okay, wait. When the dragging started, I started to see people in my mentions that I had not seen before. I was just like, who are these people? Like, I'm not on this side of Twitter. You know, like I'm not on this. Yes, I know that. And someone was saying, oh, Hauwa, but you also drag people. I drag rapists.
Pedophiles.
Yes.
Are you?
Because if you are, that's another conversation entirely.
Well.
And they're like, but shouldn't I? Do you want them to keep roaming around?
You want them to exist?
Do you want? So for me, it's not about. I generally mind my business. So when all those things came out, but again, I understand that it's frustration. Sometimes you're just frustrated. So after a while, I stopped thinking about it. It was during that time that people now came out for me, and people were like, "Oh, how we support." Osas, I cried. I not cried dragging, you know. I not cry for dragging, no. I cried for the love. I was like, what? Stop it! Don't show my face.
And then bed now put the icing on top.
He now put the icing on the cake. He now sprinkled it.
But I'm glad. And you see the people the caliber of people that came out.
Yes. Oh my God!
The caliber. Not the caliber.
It's the caliber.
It were mostly stand-up people. You're seeing people that are doing so great in their industry rooting for you, and like,
it's the you know, I wanted to put it in my tweet, my appreciation tweet, but I said, "Hauwa, this one will start another thing again. Just let it go." It's the caliber of people. Osas is the caliber for me. It was the caliber because I looked at all these people. I looked at people that are doing big things, people that have money to spend, people that if they mention your names in rooms, you just know that you're sorted. And then I looked at the people that were dragging me, and I put it together and I said,
Sorry, okay.
You know what? If I start feeling sad, it's
I'm glad that you've not isolated yourself, because That kind of dragging.
No, it was bad.
Like I no. I can't say how I would have handled it because I don't think I would have. I probably would have just closed all my accounts down, open my accounts on private, because sometimes I don't have strength, right?
Yes, but at the same time, you also have to remind yourself that, and that's what I did. I reminded myself that they were not dragging me when I was not popping. They were not dragging me when nobody knew me. They're dragging me now because I'm doing something right. And it's when you're at the precipice of a breakthrough that people try to pull you back. Because people look at you and they're like, you're going, or she's going, or we need to call her to order. We need to bring her back, or we need to bring him back. So it's when you're actually doing something right. When you're doing something wrong, who sends you? Nobody sends you now. Nobody's trying to drag down someone that is already down. It's you that you're up, that you're trying to drag down.
Full stop. That's all.
Yeah.
That's actually also, if you're going to take anything away from this episode, first of all, take away the fact that Hauwa walked from K2 to Ikorodu.
I did.
Then take away the fact that only people that are down want to drag you down with them, right? So
that's all.
That's
all there is to
you
it.
see that you see how round we went to be able to get to this point. We deviated till we got to the main point, Abby. That's all. I'm so glad that I had this conversation with Hauwa today. I'm glad that you came.
I know. When am I saying is this a safe?
I can always first of all, I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm
proud of you too, Osas.
Thank you.
This started as an Instagram video.
A joke.
A joke, really.
In the middle of the night.
And now, when people say, is this a safe space, you just know it's Osas. She has built it.
Proudly.
You have built it.
I first went to go and trademark it.
You trademark it? I say you trademark it.
I trademarked it because I didn't want to hear story.
No, it's good.
I trademarked. So I knew that, I'd gotten to one of my bus stops because it's never the final stop for me. I'd never, there's no final stop for me till I'm dead. So it's always go time for me. So I'm proud of you, and you will never stop because I'll always be stopping you. So
I can't stop.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for speaking on my safe space. It felt safe.
Shank has gone. Shank has gone.
Nobody is bringing that boy back.
Shank has gone. I think he even left Twitter.
Well, I told you now that he's with our brook.
What? I think he left Twitter.
Is it?
He just comes in to check on all of us and it's like,
he doesn't hear noise. And that's the level I want to get to. I don't want to ever hear the noise anymore. I just want to be hearing the praises.
How much people said Shank was not funny?
Do you know how that's for your pocket now? It has not changed anything about him, and I'm glad, and I'm hoping for that for other creators too. I'm hoping for that for myself too. I'm hoping to get to the point where I have that kind of peace with myself.
No, you don't understand. Also, as now money, they bring the peace.
Okay.
Once you close your...
I didn't want to say money, so it sounds like my own is too much. I didn't want to say it's money.
No.
But deep down.
Do you know that there are some cars you'll be in? For example, you're in a car now. The windows are rolled up. You're blasting music. You're playing. Your AC is cold as fuck. You don't even know whether you're in Canada or you're in Nigeria. Someone is calling you Olori Burúkú from outside. You don't hear it. Why? It's money. No, not when you're in the kabu kabu. This thing, the window is rolled down. Breeze is slapping you. Loma is slapping you.
Hot breeze, though.
Hot breeze, sand, dust. You are smelling. Lagos is smelling, by the way. You are smelling Lagos, stupid Lagos air. You are now saying, you hear all the noise now. It's because we don't have money yet.
Well, we're getting there.
Money. I know we're getting there. Of course, we're getting there.
No stopping.
We're getting there.
Yeah. But I'm glad that you came. Thank you for coming to my safe space.
Oh, guys.
It's time for you to go and see safe space. But before you go, what's your favorite song?
What's my favorite song right now? I love this boy's album, Fireboy.
Yes, so.
Hey!
Yes, so.
Apologies for the noise, guys.
Fireboy. Now, for me, I've always loved Fireboy. Fireboy's first album, he dropped on the birthday of, So I have some sort of bias to Fireboy. So this second album is like...
No, this album.
But for whatever album that Fireboy drops, Chike will be there to counter it.
Has he dropped it?
No, that one now. After there was more of the bullets.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song off the album?
Off the album right now is Ready. I'm sorry.
My one is Back and Forth.
Back and forth. I love back and forth because you know how I know I love back and forth comes before Ready. It's back and forth then Ready. then one is Bob. Fireboy, pay me.
Back and forth and stay with Hell and Back.
Yes.
They give me the same vibe.
Back and forth and Hell and Back. I don't really like. You see, Need Me. I need you. I don't know which one it's Need Me.
All these lover girls safe.
Oh, you see, Ready. I was talking about how I'm not a lover girl, but
I told you guys.
But Ready is, oh gosh. See, when they lift, God, Ready. Yes, I've been ready. Yes, I've been ready. And I've been waiting all my life for you to save me. Call me your baby.
I didn't ask her to sing it yet. Actually, because I was going there. I was going to ask you to sing it. But it's good. That was very good.
Oh, no.
She has been ready, oh.
I've been ready. Oh, I'm so ready.
Fireboy.
Fireboy.
Call us.
Hit me up. I love, no. Fireboy, you made a, what's your favorite song? Not Fireboy. Your favorite
Everyone
song.
knows now. Remember, but I love.
You're still stuck on Remember.
Oh, good.
You're not going anywhere.
I have not moved on.
Since that time?
I've not moved on.
But Osas, no.
I've not moved on. So I don't. There's just something about the song, but I also love out of not Fireboy this time. I also love what's in Lungu Boy. Ashake.
Is it Fuji Vibes?
I love Fuji Vibes a lot because it's different. And if you go to my TikTok repost, you will see Ashake there. And some people used to call me out. You've brought Ashake to my timeline. It's just something. So I love songs from Ashake's album. I love Arasta too. Always. If Arasta should sneeze,
no, that girl is not. She's not on.
I'm there.
I know there's big 3, but now there's big 5. No, 6 because of Thames. Rema, Arasta, Thames. You guys like, share, comment, subscribe to Is This a Safe Space? Because it is a safe space.
Yes.
It's always a safe space with us, except
like
if you don't have sense.
Also, if I don't like you.
But we know you people have sense. Our community members.
Yes.
You people are.
Thank you.
Even though Osas has dragged you people.
I didn't drag you. I love you.
But we love you.
And I'll see you
we
in my next
you.
video.
Who is the next guest, Osas?
They will tell me. I listen to them. They'll tell me. So you tell me who my next guest is.
Wow.
I'll see you in my next video.
A democracy.
Bye. Yes, so. We don't run Nigeria over you.